Be honest. Don't I look like someone who would raid a cathedral, all right, and steal every single piece of piece of gold? Don't I look like that? I don't know. But listen, all right, if you haven't been living under a rock, all right, this is a quick recap. There has been a 2-time back-to-back blockbuster champion, who has been on a few, all right, if not too many, sticky situations. On March 12th, 2020, this man received a multi-million-dollar contract from Twitch. This, of course, actually meant it was the beginning of something great. It was the starting of a legacy. On that same year, on June 26, 2020, the doc, right? Gets actually permaban from Twitch, which led him to go ahead on X and post this tweet. And of course, everyone in their grandma was actually shocked because this man had a multi-million-dollar contract with the biggest streaming platform on the whole goddamn world, and he got actually banned for no reason at all. His tweet actually got a lot of traction because everyone was actually questioning what the hell was happening. His contract actually lasted longer than Concord. Moving on to August 25, 2021, while he was actually back on streaming, one of his viewers actually asked him about the whole situation, which the doc actually replied with, "I will actually go ahead and sue the heck out of Twitch."
And to end off my little discussion here, but a lot of people ask me, do you know the reason? Yeah, I do know the reason why now. I've known for months now the reason why. And I'll just say this right now, champs. There's a reason why we're suing the out of them, okay? I don't know how else to put it.
After a year or so, on March 10, 2022, he released a statement on X in which he communicates his case was settled against Twitch, meaning he got paid in full of what was left of the contract. After this all led him to make a final decision in which he would never, by any means, stream on Twitch. Instead, he's going to move on to, all right, the 2-time back-to-back blockbuster champion, going to move from Twitch onto YouTube. Undoubtedly, this actually made him probably lose many deals, you know, if I were to actually guess, due to the fact that this man has been tarnished by the flame of Diddy, aka Puff Daddy. And for the most part, you know, everybody moved on. No one actually here anymore. I think he kept streaming and he just kept saying that's all, you know, that's just his thing. So his mustache grew bigger, all right, his hair majestic. Fast forward, and on June 21, 2024, shit hits the fan, all right. Cody Connors, all right, an ex-accountant director that worked on Twitch, actually tweeted out on X the reason why this man got banned. Turns out that he was being very disrespectful in a PDF file way. This, of course, reignited the whole thing all over again. Following this, Dr. Disrespect received a massive financial hit, which led to Midnight Society's termination on June 24, 2024. The studio decided to go ahead and terminate the contract, the partnership that they had with the doc, all right? And they actually said that, hey, listen, it is hard for us, it is hard for him. At this point, it is word against word, but we're not willing to risk it. And they actually walked out of there. This meant that a lot of people, all right? A lot of people probably got fired over this, all right? The company's closing, so everybody is on the streets. Just the way it is. It's just the way the cookie crumble, all right? Alongside this massive financial hit, there was a streamer, all right, named Lena Love, claimed that Doc was asking for freebies, an opportunity to get free cam shows. Again, I really don't know why is this such a big scandal, all right? Because, you know, Clinton got a blowjob at the Oval Office. Also, for the most part, you know, the Clinton situation, everybody seemed to be moved, right? No one remembers that. I do remember it. I don't know why somehow him asking for a freebie is the end of the world, but hey, that's the world we live in, all right? We're not in 1950s, 1960s, 1980s, baby, we're on 2024. People have feelings. Also, Lena, all right, she proceeds to state that in exchange, all right, of him receiving free cam shows from her, all right, or he, Who knows? In exchange, partnerships will be made. They're actually making a guild together, or a clan, right? They're making an alliance. But no, just joke aside, the dog actually promised a bunch of empty promises. Nothing more, nothing less. Everything was a nothing burger. The dog, after receiving a few freebies or a few cam shows, he decided to just not fulfill the end of his bargain and blocked her off. Fast forward, again, on June 29, all right, everything happening on the same year, 2024, YouTube actually decides to go ahead and take action on the dog, all right, and basically demonetizes his channels, all right. This means any current channel that the dog might have, right? I think his main channel is a 4.6 million subscriber channel, all right, and plus whatever other side channels he might have, they're all demonetized. He's not making a single dime, all right. And then moving forward from that, this not only meant like his current channels, any future channels that he would make, YouTube would actually don't drop any money, all right. YouTube is done with the dog for the time being, all right. It was a few silent months, all right. Basically the dog, I think in between those lines, he tweeted out a bunch of stuff, and he said that he was talking to this girl, and basically you know, like she was like 17. She was 17 at the time, all right. Well, yeah, it turns out that after a few silent months, all right, the dog went actually radio silent, all right. After this, all right, there was a few months of quietness, all right. The yeah, we couldn't even hear the yeah, all right. It seems like he was on a private island somewhere, or actually he was on vacation. That's what he said, or something like that. I think he kept tweeting saying that, oh, you know, keep talking. Well, I'm over here on vacation, champs. Something like along these lines. And guess what? He returns. And guess what? Unlike monkeypox, that came actually stronger, right? He came back, but he came back a little flaccid. This time, he's not respecting anybody, right? He's not being disrespectful. And what best way to return, all right, to the streaming scene, to the Hollywood scene at this point? Have in mind that all the tweets that he actually tweeted a while back, saying all these things and admitting to a bunch of wrongdoings, he actually deleted them, all right. He took them out, and then he replaced all that mumbo jumbo chunk with his YouTube response. And then again, it becomes a take it for what it is. There's no evidence. There's at least not a concrete evidence, all right, of any wrongdoing. And so far, this guy Cody Connors, right? He hasn't proved anything either. There's no proof. There's nothing. You know, there's no way to find out if he's guilty or not. All we got is just a guy saying he did it. I don't know. And as you might expect, he actually called out all these Twitch employees, all right. Also, I think he talked about his friends, all right, about having real friends, and he knows what real friends are, all right. For those who don't know, when that other tweet came out, and then he replied admitting to everything, a few of his like close friends, all right, like Nick Merckx, Teen the Tatman, beyond other content creators, actually you know, like normal, if you do something like this, no one is going to be on your side. I don't know who will be on your side at this point. He admitted to something like this, and everybody was flipping out. And again, it is safe to say that when all this came out, there was a lot of content farming, all right. It's normal. It is how the internet operates, right? That's why 2 years in the internet is the equivalent of 100 years in real life. Do the experiment. Just go off the internet and don't come back in 6 months. A lot is going to be happening, a lot. So also on his comeback, he talks about other streamers, right? People that have done horrific things, but somehow Twitch didn't really reprehend the same way that he was reprehended. So he's sort of like pointing fingers, all right? You did it, they did it. Why couldn't you? Yeah. Why couldn't you be as hard with them as you were hard with me? You know, things of that nature. You know, it's like at this point we're like 7, right? We're like 7. The dog is 7 years old at this point. That's all it is. On the comeback, he says the complete opposite, all right? He never, in fact, talked to any 17 or underage girl, and then he never, in fact, actually thought about meeting her on TwitchCon.
You also tried to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but you're wrong. Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else, and in fact, we never met in person ever. Your bullshit accusations.
That's actually a really bold statement there, all right? Where is the evidence? Where's the evidence of him trying to do this, right? So at this point is him against Cody. Cody against him. The doc, the the double time, back-to-back blockbuster champion. And then, for example, he talks about the settlement, right? Between the what you call that, Twitch trust and safety team, that they actually found no weird texting going on, which is a strong claim. All right, if he's saying this, it is a strong claim. They found no guilt, they found no sexting, they found nothing. This looks like a very solid response, but again, it feels like it lacks something, which is evidence. This is a nothing burger at this point, and people are picking sides, and most likely no one is actually picking his side. So to prove and to settle this one for all, join these internal messages, get Twitch to actually go back into the archives, into the library, and just pull those messages out and make them go public, and then everybody can take a look at them and they can make their own mind about what's going on. Now, what I think that the situation has come to is that maybe Twitch is not really right. Maybe Twitch is right and wrong. All right, in this case, if these ex-employees have actually signed NDAs and they actually decided to dump that information out there, I do think that maybe legally, right? Legally, I'm not a lawyer by any way, shape, or form, but I would say that probably legally, Doc would probably be able to sue the ex-Twitch employees alongside Twitch, meaning that it is not actually on the best interest for Twitch to release these messages, which case, if the dog is actually right and he's actually saying what he means, and what he means is what he's saying, and what he's saying is the truth, all right, Twitch is in a big hurdle. All right, Twitch is going to be giving out tons of money to the dog, in which case, like I said before, it is not in the best interest, all right, of Twitch, meaning that they could say, oh well, you know what, the text is gone, guys, it's in the cloud somewhere, it's floating around, we can really recover that, so you're gonna have to just believe Cody Connors. So this leaves us with the last question: is he guilty? What do you guys think? Without saying, Doc's situation is looking grim. I don't think people would actually let this go, not even if a fallout would have happened. Future generations will actually hear about the Doc and how he was a PDF file. The point being is that the internet is unforgivable, all right, and it is how it's been so far. He tries to make a comeback, and everything he does, all right, everybody relates that with Epstein Island, you know, Epstein Island. I'm curious to hear what you got to say, guys, so just comment below and just say what you think, and maybe he's innocent, maybe he's not, who knows, all right? At the moment, it's their word against his word. With that being said, see you guys on to the next one, all right? Don't forget to go ahead and click and hit the sub, because together we can fight the algorithm gods, all right? This is just the reality of the Matrix. We have to fight them together, and with that, right, remember guys, it is not a bad life, it is just a bad day. That being said, have a good one, guys, and Rodri, it's